Friends, I know in the last video I addressed the news that Phil Robertson has Alzheimer's. Now I wanted to share with you guys what his son, Willie Robertson, said. Now in the last video I talked about what Sadie said, and Willie's post was really good, and I'm just going to read a little bit and then I'm going to put the rest on the screen. He says, occasionally life throws you these situations that are hard to put into words. Amid all the love, support, and accolades in regards to my father Phil, it would seem that he has passed away from this life, but he hasn't. Now, I thought that was important to read because, yes, a lot of people were feeling sorry for him and the family because it's a serious disease, but it's almost as if he's already gone. People were making it as if he's died, and Will is like, he's still here, friends. Like, he's still here. So we want to appreciate his life as he's living it, not as he lived, as he's living it. And I want to encourage you to read the rest of what Willie says. And again, keep the whole family in your prayers. They have talked about this, and they talked about this in the podcast. And I'll put the podcast here for you guys to review. But also, they've dealt with it in their family before. So in a way, it's nothing new to them, but it's something new because it's with someone else. And so let's keep the family in prayer. And Lord, right now, we just pray for them. We pray, if it's your will, to please heal Phil Robertson and keep his family comforted and encourage, God. Let them keep trusting in you. And if it's your will, please provide a miracle. Overall, please, Lord, be the Prince of Peace as you are and bring the family peace. I'm also going to put some more posts that their family have shared. And like I said, if you haven't watched the first video, check that out. And as they continue to post, I will share it here. All right. God bless you guys, and I will see you in the next one.
I went duck hunting this morning, and so
Which is why we're back at the lair, by the way. We haven't been to the
that's
lair.
why. And we're going to visit Phil. Phil's not doing well. I think I spoke on the 1000th podcast.
Yeah.
We were kind of trying to figure out the diagnosis, but according to the doctors, they're sure that he has some sort of blood disease that's causing all kinds of problems.
And he's had this for a few years. It's just gotten a lot worse.
Yeah, it's like accelerated, and it's causing problems with his entire body. And he has early stages of Alzheimer's.
Yep.
So if you put those things together, he's just not doing well. He's really struggling. And so, he keeps saying, I'm going to get back to the podcast, but I'm like, well, Phil, you can barely walk around without, crying out in pain. And I was like, your memory is not what it once was. He's like, tell me about it. So he is literally unable to, I think he would agree, to just sit down and have a conversation.
And he misses it. He misses the stories we tell because he called me recently. It's like anybody with Alzheimer's, and you guys, a lot of you out there in Unashamed Nation know this. You have good days and bad days. So it's the same with Dad. There'll be some days he's a little better, a little more with you, and other days not so much.
Now, having said that, we're trying to do a lot of things to figure out how to make him more comfortable and maybe help with his memory. And so there's a lot of different things that we're doing, from doctor sessions. But, there's just what we're hearing is, outside of some supernatural intervention, which I don't doubt.
Me neither.
So I would not be surprised but we've got a team of doctors, and then we have another set of doctors who are looking at all the tests, and they're all in agreement that there's no curing what he has.
Right.
And so, what do? We're trying to make him a little more comfortable.
And if he were here, what he would say. Boys, the resurrection looms large as you get nearer and nearer the end. So, we're not worried in that sense with him, but it's just one of those things we have to deal with. So just to let you guys know in the audience, because we haven't said much because we've just been kind of waiting to see what happens.
Well, we didn't really know what the problem was, but we're far enough along the process now to know these things as facts. And look, how long has duck season been open?
10 days.
10 days. So 10 days ago, he went with us on opening day.
Yeah.
But, we shot 32 ducks. It was one of the best opening days we've ever had. But my dad did not fire his weapon, nor did he say much. So I knew right then.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all we could do to get him out there. He wanted to go, but he just, after the hunt, he said, Jace, I was miserable because he was just hurting and he couldn't do anything. And he just said, y'all don't call me. I'll call you when I'm ready to go back. And he hasn't called in 10 days, which is not like we hadn't talked to him, but he'll say, what'd y'all do today? And I'll tell him. But so he's just unable. If he's unable to go duck hunting, that pretty much tells you all you need to know.
Well, and look, this podcast has always been about being unashamed, and Dad's the most unashamed person I've ever known. And he's now passed that legacy on to us. And so everything we do is, he's always here. So I always say that he may not be on set, but the field chair is always there.
Yeah, that's true.